So hi loves, and welcome back to Matters of the Heart with Red. Today's video is about how to avoid being used in a relationship. So in case you are new here, hi, you are welcome. I'm Reck Stephen, and here we discuss about family, lifestyle and relationship matters. So feel free to join this amazing family by subscribing. It is so sad when you realize that someone you love is just using you. Like you love that person with the whole of your heart, and you later find out that the person is just taking advantage of you, the person is just using you. Most relationships these days fail because some partners are taking advantage of each other. So for you to avoid being a victim of such, there are things you must do, which is what I'll be sharing with you in this video. So if you want to know all that you must do to avoid being used, then make sure you stick around with me to the very end of this video. The first thing you must do to avoid being used in a relationship is to know your worth. Like these days, men are using women anyhow they like. Women, on the other hand, when they have the opportunity, are also using men the way they like. So to avoid all that, you need to know your worth. You will be used if you don't know your worth. Understand how valuable you are, how wonderful you are, how precious you are, and no one will ever take advantage of you. For instance, if somebody wants to buy you a gift and the person take you to the market, you want to get you a phone, let's say an iPhone and Nokia touchlight, the one that use only one SIM, the one that does not use memory card, and the person asks you to choose between the two. I believe if you have the understanding of how valuable Android phone is and the Nokia touch, you will go for Android phone because you know the worth of it. You know how valuable it will be to you in future. You know you can use Android phone to access internet, you can use to make calls and some other good things that comes with it. But with Nokia touchlight, you are only limited to receiving calls, making calls, sending messages, and also receiving messages. So if you know the value of an Android phone, you will definitely go for an Android phone. So know your worth, know how valuable you are, understand that you deserve the best, and you will go for the best. So when you know your worth, you will not be used in a relationship. Okay? Thank you. So the next way to avoid being used in a relationship, don't lower your standards. If someone loves you, he or she will live with your standards because people have different standards. Don't lower your standards, that there is no limitation around you, so you don't have to limit yourself. When you lower your standards, you have no choice than to settle for anything in life and anybody because you have no choice. There is a saying that a beggar has no choice. So because you have no choice, you go for anything that comes around. So don't lower your standards. Don't say because you are not a university graduate, you can't settle down with a doctor, you can't settle down with a banker. Don't say because you are too fat or you are too slim that you can't, that there is no man or woman that would love to be with you. When you limit yourself that much, you will find out that people will use that against you and they will use you anyhow they like. So don't lower your standards. When you lower your standards, that is how people will use you. So the next way for you to avoid being used in a relationship is for you to believe all red flags. Red signifies danger. So in other words, red flags are those danger signs in a relationship. So you don't need to ignore them, you need to believe them and be serious with it. So many people ignore red flags in a relationship and they use that against them, and they end up taking advantage of them because you ignore those red flags. So believe all the red flags you are seeing or that you will see in a relationship with those red flags to avoid being a victim in the relationship. For instance, as a woman, a man is beating you up every time, any slighted provocation, any mistake, the man will just beat you up and you keep ignoring that. He will keep using that against you. He will keep using you. And as a man, you are with a woman and that woman is constantly disrespecting you. Instead of you to be serious with that red flag, because that is a sign, and you just ignore it, and that is how she'll be using you So being used in a relationship can be in monetary aspect. Somebody is using you because of what you have, because of the money you have. So they want to collect money from you, and the person is just with you because of that money. And being used in a relationship can also be sex. So the person is just with you because he or she wants to be having sex with you, and that's why they are with you in that relationship. So you need to avoid being a victim of such. So the next way to avoid being used in a relationship is don't believe in apologies. I'm not saying apology is a bad thing, or when someone apologizes to you, you should not accept. No, but some people are fond of doing this, are so used to it that they use it just to cover up their wrongdoings. They use it just to cover up their tracks. So do not believe in apologies. When you apologize to someone, you are supposed to be remorseful about that thing, and you are supposed not to do it again. But no, this one, you offend someone or you provoke someone, you apologize to that person. Tomorrow again, you do that same thing, you apologize. The next day, you do that same thing, you apologize. So they get used to it, and it becomes a way of using that person as you like. You keep on apologizing because you know he or she will accept you back and will believe in your apologies. So it's time for you to stop taking in apologies. Stop believing in those fake apologies. When you keep on believing in apologies, they'll keep using you. Because if a man or if a woman keep apologizing to you, and they keep doing that same thing, they'll be like, there is nothing she will do, there is nothing he will do, because when I apologize to her, when I apologize to him, she will accept me, he will accept me, and life goes on. So stop believing in apologies. Believing in apologies will make people use you in a relationship. Okay, with that, I've come to an end of this video. Hope it was helpful enough as it should be. If it was, please let me know in the comment section down below. And you can also share with me other ways you know that one can avoid being used in a relationship. And if you enjoyed this video, please give this video a thumbs up and hit the bell beside to get notified whenever I post new video. To my returning subscribers, thank you so much for sticking around with me till this time. Love you all, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Till then, stay blessed, stay fabulous, have a fruitful day, and bye for now.